Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on
the rushing numbers for Taylor in last week's ball game. 16 carries, 68 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
That's complete to Pierce. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Now Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
The Colts had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
54 yards. And the Colts first down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Geno now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Jones keeps it himself. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
To the right side, this is Taylor. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
That's good for another Colts. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 as the Raiders
running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
a gain of 19 yards. That's another Colts first down.
Taylor is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Daniel Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts Colts drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's Smith. They've got his man complete. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jack Bash, 74 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete. Pierce the intended target there. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. The Colts on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go again with Herbert. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for another Colts.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
For a Colts. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
A give left side here for Herbert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Gino. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Right back to Genty on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Gino. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Las Vegas.
Smith going to try and run with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. A go. He committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Once again, it's Genty. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Smith now to throw. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 41-yard line.
To throw is Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Colts 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Colts coming out now. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Back to throw. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Connecting over the middle with Downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
7-yard gain.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good.
Back to throw again. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Smith. Forced out to his left. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Oh, a heck of a move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll run. Here comes Genty. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
8-yard pickup. First down.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. Open man right side, Myers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of a yard and a Raider first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. For this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
Here's a snake with Jones. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the 38.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up. Get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 37-yard line.
Now Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That pass knocked away by Eric Stokes.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, it's Ginty. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, nice move. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Down to the 41. Now a 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Running out of the gun with White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down on the 39-yard line. A 2-yard.
Now it's Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 56-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
24.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen?
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Looking to put a drive together. Jones now, throwing to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Colts, first down.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
It's 2nd and inches.
Herbert once more. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Down to about the 45. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. That complete to Downs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this taken in by Downs. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for another goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get the hook up there to Woods. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Jelani Woods. 10 yards on the pickup.
On the ground, DJ Giddens trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
DJ Giddens, the ball carrier.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Jones keeping it on the sneak. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
And the Colts, first down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up second and goal. At the 2-yard line.
Jones will try and run with it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Khalil Herbert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
A toss running left. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Raiders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll get this out to Genty. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Colts. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman. Now second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind
It'll
the
go
line
down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is Herbert. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Throwing now is Gino. Short throw caught by Bowers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Las Vegas.
Gente evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 16 yards.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. A run out of the gun with Gente. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. A give out of the gun to Gente. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Gente with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Colts 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts offense had Daniel Jones set to take over again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. That's complete to Pierce. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jones. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here's Jones. The killer here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Colts.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Jones connecting over the middle of Downs. Here's 2nd down.
Number 1, Josh Downs.
And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raiders' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Smith to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up second and
Smith's going to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Then he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson.
First down, Raiders.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And it's incomplete, so their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Raiders, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.